Okay, so last week we didn't have an intro for this Sunday show. Because the news roundup isn't specific to one story, it really doesn't have the focus of our other videos.
That's a pile of wank.
Still not sure about that term, Mike. A pile of wank. What does a pile of wank look like, Mike?
Let's not get into that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the one using the term. I mean, I obviously don't know.
Listen, it's nothing good, okay? That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. Okay. You're talking like a man of experience there.
That was still better than last week.
Yeah. Titles like CSGO and Team Fortress 2 are just a couple of the games that scammers like to target. These games are often abused for their super valuable skins, which can fetch upwards of $1,000, with some even going for as much as $23,000.
$23,000. Is this in? The game itself is worth what? This is digital content inside a computer game.
There's one skin that's $23,000 and it's one of a kind.
That's
right?
hard to believe.
Well, whoever made that can keep it for that kind of money. What was the value in it?
But the value is in what people will pay. Who the pays £23,000 for a digital thing?
Yeah.
I mean, really?
Anyway, that's not the story. It's no wonder that scammers try their luck in these games. Thankfully though, Valve are usually pretty swift with banning these guys, but every time there is a Steam sale on games like CSGO, a wave of new accounts are made by scammers to get back into the action. So, when the Steam summer sale ended this year, Valve immediately banned 40,000 accounts for trying to pull the same old scams. Now, these accounts weren't permanently banned, but they were VAC banned, which means they can no longer play games like CSGO online, and any skins or in-game items are forfeited. According to VACban.com, the total value of the forfeited skins comes up to around $9,600, and the number of bans broke the record for the single largest strike by Valve by almost 300%.
I don't even have the words for this.
It's Valve's fault for having an economy that is there to be exploited, and there's obviously problems with it, there's loopholes, but at least, you know, they can see the loophole, they can see the fact that they can ban an account and then they'll just make another account and that'll pop up, and so at least they're aware of it, and the fact that they've banned 40,000 seems to imply that they're on top of it, but they just, you know, the fact that it can still happen and Valve needs to react to it is bad, so they need to tie that up, and this is just the kind of thing that happens when digital marketplaces and you know, that kind of loot crate economy develops in a game. People will abuse it, especially when they could be worth 23 grand.
What happens when you buy a £23,000 worth of skin and then everyone stops playing the game? It's worth all. In other Valve-related news, Half-Life 1 was patched recently to fix some issues with the game engine, 19 years after it first came out, sort of. The patch wasn't specifically related to Half-Life 1, rather it was a broad update to the Gold Source engine, which powers Half-Life, Counter-Strike 1.6 and Team Fortress Classic. The patch fixes some random crashes in Half-Life and adds specific bug fixes to CS 1.6, but it generated a fair amount of interest online purely because someone at Valve is still working on these games despite them being old as hell. Some articles even pointed out Half-Life is technically old enough to drink in quite a few countries.
So this is an engine update, it just applies to Half-Life, so if you've bought Half-Life there's going to be some bug fixes and stuff. It's basically not going to be noticeable at all.
A lot of articles saying, oh yeah, Half-Life's been patched after all these years and everyone's getting excited. Oh, does this mean that
there's
a team working? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Clickbait, man.
Yeah, well, you're not when we're around exposing them clickbait bastards. We wouldn't do that kind of thing.
Never.
Self-awareness, that's what makes it funny.
That makes it alright, okay? On July the 13th, the English seaside town of Brighton hosted the 2017 Develop Awards. Now, the Develop Awards are game developer-only award ceremonies dedicated to recognising accomplishments in the games industry. This year, Dutch studio Guerrilla Games were crowned Studio of the Year for their work on Horizon Zero Dawn and its technical accomplishments. Guerrilla also took home the award for animation, whereas CD Projekt Red won Best Writing for The Witcher 3 DLC, Blood and Wine, with Brenda and John Romero winning the Development Legends Award. This is likely because of John Romero being responsible for the... What about the other one? Brenda.
Brenda's his wife.
So she got an award?
With him because they're married. Don't know. She got half an award.
So was she not involved with Doom? And...
No.
She's a game developer, like, in her own right. Do you know what I mean?
She developed Playboy the Mansion, so she deserves something.
Okay.
That's funny because it's true. She did make the Playboy game, Mike.
Yeah.
You played it? Mike?
No.
No?
John Romero is, of course, the guy behind the likes of Doom, Wolfenstein 3D, and Quake. It's also worth noting that last year, Hideo Kojima was given the Development Legend Award, and he joins the likes of Tim Sweeney, Mark Cerny, and Peter Molyneux, who also received the award. Anyway, Guerrilla Games really did deserve this award, if you ask me, and Horizon was nothing short of incredible, according to most people, so well done, good job, Guerrilla, love Mike.
Yeah, we were wondering whether the developer awards were legitimate, and then we saw that Hideo Kojima won the award last year, and he attended in person, and he was honoured to receive the award. So that obviously lends a lot of legitimacy to the award ceremony. But then we just read that Peter Molyneux won one, so I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah. Also, I love the fact that Hideo Kojima bothering to attend is like honouring the award ceremony enough for us to take it seriously.
Yeah, exactly. Also in the news, Battlegrounds is doing pretty well for itself. No shit. It's constantly in Steam's top seller list, and it's currently the second most streamed game on Twitch. But what happens when you get together 50 players for a session of, and I quote, epic 50-man madness? Doesn't sound like something I want to watch. This is what happened when streamer Doom49 gathered a team of 50 people to test the limits of the game and just mess around. Rather than kill one another, these players decided to piss about and partake in activities like synchronized swimming, driving 50 cars in the water at once, and have 50 people shoot at a guy's ass with nothing but a frying pan to protect it. As it turns out, the frying pan can actually deflect all gunfire in the game, making it Battlegrounds' premier defense system, and the added novelty of making it look like your character has a firework lodged up their ass. There's no damage taken to the pan. It's like God mode pan, isn't it? It's like so overpowered that so many people firing at one time doesn't break the pan. The pan literally saves his ass, which is awesome.
And finally, if you've ever played Stardew Valley, you might know of a character called Abigail, who has a pet guinea pig, which she keeps in a small cage. One Redditor took notice of this and pointed out that this is in fact not the correct way to care for guinea pigs. He said guinea pigs should never, ever have a wheel in its cage. Wheels can damage their spines and kill them. He also said guinea pigs should always be in pairs, and having a lone guinea pig will decrease its lifespan, and they should be in aquariums, not cages. Eric Barone, creator of Stardew Valley, actually took notice. Barone said, I was surprised at first because it's not something that had ever crossed my mind before. It's funny that. I haven't decided what to do about it yet. I certainly don't want my game to cause harm to any guinea pigs. I'm also not sure if the mistake would actually result in that. I'll have to think about it some more.
First thing that springs to my mind is, who the f is taking advice for looking after guinea pigs from a game like Stardew Valley?
This just says to me that Reddit, someone on Reddit, will correct anything, even if it's how a guinea pig is being looked after in a game. It should be in aquariums, not cages. You should have two of them, not one of them. You should never, ever have a wheel in the cage of a guinea pig. What? If he's joking, which I hope he is, this is amazing. Nice one. I love this kind of humour. Really good job. I feel like he's not though.
In Minecraft, they had a thing where you could breed the parrots by feeding them cookies, and it made them in the mood. So in real life, kids were feeding cookies to their real parrots, and a little bit of a little bit of chocolate is toxic for parrot, and they will die. So birds might or might not have died, and there was a huge uproar, and Minecraft changed the game.
Okay, so there might be something. This guy might be worried about the fate of guinea pigs based on the portrayal, the horrific portrayal of guinea pigs in the game Stardew Valley.
It's a game, bottom line. It's a game with a picture or depiction of a guinea pig you cannot even interact with. It's not like Minecraft where you can interact with animals and feed them like shit that you shouldn't do. So it's like not like that. So
you've also got a cat in the game that you can't even feed, and
oh, you can't feed the cat?
No,
well.
What's that? No one's. That's your cat. That's your responsibility in the game. So what's that about?
There's too much discussion on the internet. There's too much. There's
too much bullshit.
There's just we slow down.
You're out of Steam now, mate.
I am. I'm really out of Steam, and the internet is out of Steam. And this is. How does it come to this? This is not what Tim Berners-Lee wanted.
It's so right though, isn't it? It's so insignificant, and the fact that the guy himself, Barone himself, has responded to it. That's the funny part. That's why we're talking about it.
His quotes are amazing. I'll have to think about this some more. I mean, no, Barone, no, you don't. Make another game.
Yeah.
Okay, so what caught your eye in the news this week? Let us know what it was down in the comments. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this every day. There's another video right there if you want to watch that right now, and a link to Patreon if you want to support the channel. See you next time.